Originally done by the Eagles, of course. That's Journey South and Desperado. You might remember them. They made the final the X Factor, what was it, 3 years ago now? And pleased to say that joining me as my first set of guests on the show today, we say welcome to Carl and Andy. Welcome back. It's been a couple of years since we last saw you.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it? Doesn't time fly when you're having fun?
Doesn't it just? Now, what I love about Home is about to come back out again. But there's a reason for it, isn't there, this time?
Yes, there is. There's a very good reason for it. As you know, 2 years ago we wrote What I Love About Home, and when we wrote it out in Sweden, in the nice sunshine, we were missing home, and we thought we'd write a song about, you know, what it's like to miss home and the things you miss when you're away from home. And we were sort of thinking of everybody when we wrote it. You know, we didn't want to make it specifically to anybody. But at the time that we were promoting it, BFBS Radio, the Forces station,
yeah,
they loved the song, and they played it out there, and all around the world they were getting requests for it, and from the families and the troops, and it brought on a whole new meaning for us. So 2 years down the line, 3 or 4 weeks ago, we were just sat at home, and you know, with all the recent terrible things that have been happening and all the media coverage and things like that, we thought we wanted to do something about it, and we got in touch with a couple of people, and in the end we decided to collaborate with Help for Heroes,
yeah,
and re-release it on our own record label, with all the profits going to them. But firstly, you know, we had to rewrite it. We wanted to make it specifically about what it must be like being there, and what it must be like being, you know, one of the families, and make it very respectful to them. So we set about doing that, and 3 weeks later we've shot the video, we've rewrote it and gone back to Sweden to re-record it, and here we are promoting it, and it's due for release on Sunday. So we've done a lot in 3 or 4 weeks,
yeah,
and we're very excited. We hope it's going to do well.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we'll make a lot of money for it for the troops, and make a difference.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. How difficult is it to actually go back with a song that I mean, we loved 2 years ago and that already meant something to these guys serving, and have to kind of start again to rewrite it? Is it a case of it's a lot harder to do that, or did you find it fairly easy to do, or?
Sometimes it can be quite hard to go back to an original idea that you've had and then try and rework it. But this time, I think, because we were just so concerned about what was going on, it became quite kind of easy to write. It kind of wrote itself, the lyrics to the song.
The hard part is performing it, because we performed like that version for the last 3 years, 2 or 3 years. And now, you know, it's getting the new lyrics in your head. But we've been out and we've performed it in some amazing places. We went over to Belfast and met some incredibly brave soldiers out there, and stood in a gymnasium, and with some of the guys stood around just listening, and you know, they were all stood there in the military gear, looking really intimidating. And we got through it, and they all come over and shook our hand and said, like, God, that really moved me, that was so beautiful. And you know, these big burly men, like, you know, just not frightened to say how much they loved the song. And later we performed for some of the wives who were getting treated to a night out by the army, and they were in tears and saying thanks very much. And it's just brought on such a new meaning in the song, and we feel that the song is a lot better now. We thought at the time when we wrote it first time around that it was a good idea to make it generalised, so that it wasn't specific, so anybody could relate to it. But you actually still can, even though it is specifically to the troops. But now the song has a real meaning, and we're just dead proud. I mean, we get some fantastic messages from some of the soldiers, like on our Facebook the other day. Well, this morning I had a message saying, and it was from a sergeant major, and he put his rank on there and everything, and just saying, we love it, absolutely love it, and thank you very much for what you're doing. So I mean, that just means so much to us.
It does, makes it all worthwhile.
Okay, let's take a track from your most recent album called Home. This is Reconcile Our Love. It's the Vinyl Countdown Extra for a Sunday. I'm Dave Engelford. Thank you for your company today. And first of my two sets of guests on the show today, Journey South are with us at the moment. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, their version of The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face will play next. Journey South's version of The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face. They are guests number one on the Vinyl Countdown today, because, well, we'll be finishing up in just a sec with their new single, What I Love About Home. Now, how's it doing at radio this time round?
Compared to last time around, it's just blown it out of the water completely. And all the media coverage, and you know, this week we're going to be doing some TVs and things like that. So there's still a long way to go as far as promotion goes.
Yeah.
But the attention that it's got, and I think it's not just because it's for charity. I think it's because the song is better now. You know, it's got a wonderful meaning, and it just sounds better, and it just works better. Once you've seen the video, you'll realise, you know, the video has been done by ourselves, by a local Teesside company,
right,
who've done it for free. And we shot the video ourselves and directed it ourselves. It was all our own idea, the story of it, and it works so lovely alongside the song. And it's going to be played out on all the music channels this week, so
wow, people
will get to see that, and it really all just makes sense. The whole package makes sense now.
Yes. No, I just wish you every success with it. I mean, you know, I just hope it really does kind of do what you wanted to do, which is raise lots and lots of money for Help for Heroes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, looking ahead very slightly, what happens next then? Once this project's out of the way, which sounds an awful thing to say, I know, but you know what I mean. Are we going to see you guys back out on the road? I mean, is there going to be any new stuff coming out from you, or?
Yeah, we're always out touring, and we've got some great new ideas in the bag as well, and we're going to be touring next year, and we've got an album that's going to come out June, July time.
Yeah, always busy. Journey South never stop.
Yes.
Yeah. And is there any chance?
Keep busy.
Well, of course. Is there any chance of you journeying south and coming to say hello again?
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely, we'd love to. It's it'd be our pleasure.
I personally wish you every success with it. I mean, we love the song. It's weird because I listened to it without actually having sort of read the stuff on it. I just saw Journey South, What I Love About Home, Help for Heroes in brackets, and actually stuck it in and thought, sounds a bit different. I couldn't put my finger on it, but it is because you've changed the lyrics, isn't it? That's what it is. So, yeah. It
does make a lot more sense now, though. If it's sort of, we're sort of surprised at the outcome of exactly what it does to you when you listen to it now, because we've only changed 10 lines.
Right.
There's only 10 lines. The choruses are the same.
Yeah.
But the whole meaning of the song has completely changed, which is great, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anybody wishing to find out and keep in touch, as you say, you've got your Facebook page. Just literally type in Journey South, isn't it?
Yeah.
And actually, there's more than one. Let me just click that, and then
there's one with an icon of the actual single release.
Yes, it's actually got the What I Love About Home, Help for Heroes thing on there, hasn't it?
But there's also our website, which is, you know, journeysouth.co.uk, and everything's interlinked. You know, the MySpace and Facebooks is all linked with that, and
brilliant stuff
and such.
Brilliant stuff. Well, look, guys, I'm going to let you get on. Thank you so much for taking time and trouble out to talk to us today. As I said, sincerely, best of luck with the single. Hopefully, raising lots and lots and lots of money. And well,
thanks, mate. Thanks for having us.
Merry Christmas, guys.
And to you, thanks.